I'm gonna do some hair and I'm gonna try out this new tool because I got influenced by the influencers. I got the Wavytalk Pro Steam Hair Straightener Brush. I think I got the one for 70 something dollars, so it comes with maybe extra steaming. So I'm gonna try to steam my hair today, see how it comes out for the first time. So to style my hair, I've been using a lot of different things over the years, but I think the one thing I've been using more consistently recently is this Tymo product, which is a heated brush and you could change the temperature, and this has been working great for me and pretty convenient because it brushes my hair and also can curve the ends, style the ends a little bit. I smell my hair burning when I use this. I use it at like 410 because I have really thick hair. And so I'm thinking maybe this might be a little bit healthier on my hair. This is a day after a shower and it's quite frizzy. Actually, today it's a little bit on the tame side, but it can be frizzy, very wavy. A little bit tame today because I did have it up during most of the day. This is what it looks like. Unboxings inside. So we get a little flap, a little note from Danielle Athena. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that comes in the box. So other than the tool, we don't want to store it in here because this is plastic and it will melt. Remove all the plastic stuff. Color white. Interesting. So the hair goes in here. Let's test it without plugging it in or heating it up yet. Okay, it grabs on a lot. I have a lot of thick hair, so it seems to grab on quite a lot. The water receptacle and lock. So we'll take off this plastic as well. Pinch the tank lock with the fingers and press inward, then pull it up and back. So I guess it's like these little buttons here, back. Okay, pretty simple. You like open this, put water inside that way. It has a little like stopper. It's a really small opening. And then the hose at the top goes to the hose at the bottom here, I'm thinking. So, and then there's this little like flimsy rubbery part there. I don't know what that does. Maybe it keeps it in place. But yeah, let's fill it up with some water. I don't know, I'm just gonna like start pouring this from the tap. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't really say how high it goes, so I'm guessing it's safe to put it to the top. I'm gonna wipe it down with a towel really quick and I'll put it back. Okay, it was pretty easy to fill up, running it under the tap, and then we just put it back. I think we could close these again to push back, and it's in there pretty secure. Okay, I like the kind of rose gold buttons. It goes all the way up to 410 and it has a steamer function at the top. I like how it has a little cord organizing Velcro thing. I don't know what you call it, cord tie. Let me cut this off. Looks like steam comes out of these little nozzles here on the side as well. I heat this up while I read the instructions. Let's turn it on. Or not. Maybe hold down to turn it on. Safety feature. Guess this is the temperature function. It looks like it's automatically at going to 410, and then the steam function is on. It looks like you could turn it off right there. I don't know, do you hold it down? Yeah, you hold it down to turn it off. Hold it down and turn it back on. So we'll leave it on. We'll set it to the side on a heat-proof surface. And there's a ton of other stuff that comes in this box. So we have your heat mitts, so your hand doesn't burn when managing your hair. A silk scrunchie, which is nice. Little tube. Oh, hair clips. That's nice. And a little brush to, I guess, brush out and clean out the stuff in here, because this is close together versus my Tymo, which this really isn't a direct comparison. They're two different tools, but yeah, the Tymo is like not as close together, so it's easier to clean out, but this is like very close together. Do you hear that? I hear something. I hear, I guess, like it's sucking up the water to create the steam later, so we'll see how the steam comes out. Okay, Pro Steam Hair Straightener User Manual. I think it comes with the pretty standard stuff, safety instructions. Press and hold. So the little container is a squeeze bottle. I still don't know. Oh, that's how you put water in. So, I mean, I was able to do it running under the tap fine and just wiping it off later. But it looks like you could use a squeeze bottle to put water in. So it's like, I guess, less water splattering everywhere. Yep, you could plug it into the socket. You probably hear it bubbling now. I have a steam iron as well for my clothes, and it kind of reminds me of this. It sounds the same, like that bubbling noise. I'm starting to see steam come out as well. Now let's see if hot water drips from it, because with my iron, which is very old, hot water does drip down on the clothes that I iron, and I do not want that on my scalp. So I'm not above a sink, but shake test. Shaking. No water droplets. So that's something I'm glad I tested, because you never know. But it looks like it's heated up. I'm gonna put some heat protectant. Actually, for this, I'm doing a leave-in conditioner. I'm trying out this Pros product here, where you're supposed to be able to answer a questionnaire and have it customized for you. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I got the shampoo and conditioner and also heat protectant. You're supposed to put this like while your hair is wet, but it's okay. We're using steam, you know? So I'm just going to pump this around and comb it through. Okay. I'm going to use a scrunchie to hold up half of my hair. A little handmade. I use this for my other comb one too. It actually looks like the same kind of thing for my other hairstyling tool that I've been using, the Tymo. Let's do one slow pass. So after a couple minutes, I guess kind of do have to work fairly quickly if you don't want the steam to run out, because it's just going to be blowing steam the whole way. So it's just like a constant steam, so in increments. So we'll do one quick pass, and that's what it looks like. I'll do like, I have like a 3-inch section. Okay, I see the steam coming out. I'm impressed. And it doesn't smell burnt. I'm quite impressed. Okay, that's one pass. And I'm gonna do one more pass on the underside, and honestly, that might be all I need. I don't wanna do too many passes like that. And we could style it at the end. So this roundness on here, it gets pretty hot. Be careful. I don't recommend doing this, touching it with your bare hands, but it's enough to style it. So you have the ends like that. Now, I don't know if it will be too hot for the baby hairs. Okay, when I touch this part, it's actually not too hot. So I might be able to go right up to my scalp. But it's still, honestly, it still is hot, so you still want to be careful. But I'm like pretty much touching my skin. It is hot, but it's not like there's a barrier. It's not scalding like if you were to put a hot iron by your skin. So you could go up that much. It just like might take a little bit more passes to get those baby hairs like I just did. So that's demonstrated that again. Okay, I am impressed by this. I might be, and it grabs a lot of hair, so I might be able to do it in a few passes. So let me do like, I'm gonna do 4 sections on this bottom part. So before, after, gonna even probably go fast. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay, so by the ear, a lot of steam came out. That was kind of painful. That steam really came out by my ear. So be careful when you do it. Actually, yeah, there was like, it's a little red now. Aww, aww. Okay, yeah, definitely be careful of that. The steam is like more pulsating than constant, it looks like. So I guess like still be careful. Now that was kind of painful. So I don't recommend, if you put it near your ear, try to go fast or try to like pull it out because it got like the top of my ear. I'm okay, but yeah, it's a little red there. Okay, I'm done with that side. I think with this kind of tool, I can go a little bit faster. I'll see how much I could like really curl it. So like, it looks like it can do that. And then kind of go slowly and then like roll it up. Don't get it tangled. But yeah, I did like a little wave at the end. So it's got a little bit of wavy curl potential if you can maneuver it right. And so you could get those like kind of more stylized waves. Maybe not like pin curls or anything. However, I could see you running through this and then putting it in a roller, like a foam roller, and it being able to curl that way. I don't smell any burntness though, so I think it's working well to straighten my hair. I'm gonna try to test like some of the top pieces with a curler. Could still use them. They're really long, which I appreciate though. Yeah, they're pretty secure. I accidentally like lowered the temperature. So I find myself accidentally clicking the buttons, which is pretty normal. I do that on all tools. That might just be a me thing. And then I can try to curl it back. See all that steam? You want to be careful of that near your skin though. So I think once it touches hair, it steams even more, especially because I sprayed some leave-in conditioner, so it's like steaming even more with my hair. So that's probably why like I didn't really worry much with the baby hairs, but you still want to be careful. So yeah, I'm able to stylize it there. Okay, so this side I want to test. Maybe I'll do this blue size. So I'm gonna test a curl on this side and see just what happens if I were to like heat it up and then curl it back. You could also kind of like do this little thing, which is sometimes what I do with my like actual iron straightener. It looks like it curls that way. It's kind of hard to see with the rest of the curls, but yeah, it cools down way too fast. So let me grab like bigger piece. This is where these baby hairs are. Okay, and then quickly roll this up so before it cools. So I'm just testing this one. So if you wanted to use it in place of like a curling iron. So we're gonna clip it up like that. Last section before I take down the pin curl and test it out. Right, we finished styling everything. That's what the back looks like. Let me test out this pin curl. I pretty much finished my hair. This is how much water is left. I was talking and just like getting used to things, so it took me about 20-25 minutes. Isn't too bad. So the water can last my long, like lots of volume hair. So that's good news. I'm sure I could get it even more precise, but I am super impressed by like how much it could do with just one pass. And it can do some styling, like doing some waves at the end if you turn it the right way. And you do have to be careful about the steam. I kind of burned my ear a little bit with the steam just blasting against that, so try not to turn it towards your skin too much or do it really fast. We're gonna test this pin style here. I didn't spray anything. All I put was that leave-in conditioner product. Okay. Oop. Shouldn't be pulling it like this. And yeah, it can definitely heat up hair to put in rollers like this, and you could spray it like that, and I would say that's pretty much a pin curl ringlet if I do say so myself. So this is, I can definitely use this for a multi-purpose tool. I think you just have to be careful of the steam. So I'm just gonna blend this in because I don't want a curl. Just gonna blend this in with the others. Yeah. So my first impressions of this tool, my favorite thing is that I don't smell any burning, any hair burning like I used to use with my flat iron, hot iron tools, or even this like Tymo tool. So I think the steam does help. Double checking if there's burning. So, and of course heat protectants help as well. But yeah, I really like that it doesn't smell like burning. It feels soft and nice. And also after one pass, it could be pretty straight for my hair, which can get frizzy and wavy. And I think it could be used as a multi-tool option because with the round barrel, you can get kind of stylized curved ends, and you could even use it to heat up your hair enough and put it into pin curls as well, and that seems to work. And so it's not just like the straight iron look that a lot of straight irons give. So even though the box, it markets itself as a straightening brush, you could use it to style a little bit around as well, which I like. Some things you have to look out for is this tool still does get very hot. I think it gets even hotter sometimes than other non-steam tools because the steam gets super hot and it can spray in a direction like on the top of my ear, which did hurt a little bit, and so you want to be careful of that. You know, using the glove is a must. I feel like it's definitely gets hot, even though it says 410 Fahrenheit, which is what a lot of styling tools go up to. I think because of the steam, you just want to be careful of that. It could get dangerous, like how I demonstrated earlier. Just be careful of those ears. Don't be near your ears or your face too much, or if you're near that, try to go a little bit fast and just like don't be careful not to point the steam vents towards you too much as well. But overall, I really like it. I think it's easy to fill up with water. The water lasted throughout my whole styling. And yeah, it was enough for me. It's easy to fill up. It seems that it's just easy to use overall. So far, first impressions, I really like it. Now, can I claim that it's like healthier to use than other alternatives? I can't claim that, but I like how my hair feels afterwards. So anyways, that is my first impressions and little demonstration of Wavytalk Pro Steam Hair Straightener Brush.